So we're here today with Tom Pemberton. So we're out
Morning.
on his beef and young stock unit.
Yeah. So we've got two sheds here that we rent. The shed over there is probably anything 8 months older plus to bulling age, so 14 to 15 months older. If it's a bit smaller, 16. They're going to their young stock, and then this is the beef shed. So we actually changed the way we started feeding our beef in December last year, and properly turned a corner now, and it's fantastic. And the beef in the farm shop, obviously we sell direct. Yeah. The butchers are really impressed. Like, it just gets better and better, which is amazing. Yeah. But yeah, so they're all in here. I think we just have shy of 80 in here, just all for the farm shop. Farm shop takes one a week, and so we've got a little bit, about 30 over, so we're going to sell it to the market this year as well. So just because they've just been flying and growing so well.
And how are prices in the market over here?
Price is really good. So that's kind of why it's lent me towards finishing my own, plus finishing my own to the market. Normally we'd sell them as stores, but it makes sense because what the growth rates have been doing is to keep them here, get them to the end and sell them. So it's going to be my first time on Thursday. I'm very, very excited for it. But yeah, we're looking at £5, 2 pence for dead weight and 8p premium for Angus. And obviously we have all Angus with a token Hereford. Yeah. Obviously these have all come out of our dairy cows. We put 2 shots of sex semen, and after that we use a bull called a native. So that will have an Angus, Shorthorn and Hereford beef on it, and it's kind of like a triple impact job. And then a Angus bull goes on all our heifers as well. It just makes sense for us. A, the Angus is easy carving, and B, we've got a market for an Angus as well with the dairy heifer, so makes sense. Good.
And you're weighing them at the moment?
Yeah, so we're weighing twice a week. We're trying to get into that routine just to see daily live gains and just to see what's doing and what's not doing. It's really interesting. I quite like numbers, so looking at what they do and then looking at what we can sell at the end of the daily live gain, and then looking at the dead weight and see if they've actually made you money. It's funny because if you only made 10 kilos in the 14 days, they're not actually making the money. I think that my break-even point at 502 is about 0.85 kilos per day on feed and straw, not including diesel and time and maintenance and wages and stuff.
That goes into it. I suppose at least when you have the shop outlet, you can
the shop is, so I can get a bigger premium on it as well. But yeah, like I say, it's been absolutely flying out. But yeah, they're doing really, really well. I'm impressed. We're going to do another weigh-in session today just to see what they do. Normally I just weigh the 40 biggest, and then every 4 weeks we'll do the little ones as well, just to make sure they're doing okay.
No, they're looking super conditioned.
Oh, they're honestly fantastic. So yeah, it's not really that scientific, but if the small they go here, the big ones go here, the big ones get less, and then put the biggest from there, and then they get bullied out. Yeah, they're all on the same feed. 3 kilos of barley. It's called a barley home and dry mix, so it goes with an alkali, so they can't gorge on it. And the other thing, we tip it outside, so we didn't want vermin to get to it. So there's alkali mix. They'll walk across it, so we have lots of woods here, so squirrels will walk across it, but they won't eat it. So squirrels and rats won't go in there, which was a big thing for us because obviously we rent this farm, we don't want a fester of rats everywhere. But yeah, 3 kilos of barley and about 22 to 24 kilos of silage.
Daisies blooming, sundress swaying in the breeze. I can't stop staring. You've put a spell on me, and I hope that you never decide to set me free. The way you're moving got me moving my own feet. The greatest feeling that I could ever dare to dream is you forever moving next to me. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. We've got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two. The leaves ain't waiting, their colors changing like the times. and I'm taking. Darling, would you be mine? And I hope you know I will love you for the rest of my life. Let's not waste time, oh, take this slow. You got miles behind us, but miles to go. So let's just break this down to the simplest truth. You and I as one will always be better than two.
Today, you see, we just fed him. We had a bit left over, so I actually kept him short that side about 300 kilos. Let him eat up, and what I'll do is muck it out tomorrow and then restart, keep him fresh.
Very good.
Yeah, we're trying to find some big ones. We want to see, like, if we just look here at the condition. So she's actually a heifer. So the heifers go a bit fatter, quicker than the males, and the males kind of go a bit taller. But they are really, honestly, I'm so impressed with them. And it's a really simple diet. Of just, we don't put chuck loads into them. They're doing well. That alkali home and dry. I was going to go straight barley because barley's cheap. Mad, isn't it? Barley price has gone down and beef price has gone up. It's the only type of livestock farm has done well, I think, this year.
And the Keenan feeder's going well as well?
Yeah. So it does good for that. So this is a 2.2 tonne mix. So it does well. For the dairy cows, it's like a 4.4 tonne mix. And it struggles a bit. But we tried a tub feeder in. And I did like it. I thought it was great. It's just we have a couple of troughs. It wasn't getting in. It was making more mess. Okay. And the minute you start having to pick a fork up to clean brand new grass that you put on the floor, it starts to get painful. Maybe look at a conveyor, but didn't make sense for money at the moment. I don't know, we're putting more cows on and it's getting bigger and bigger. Maybe in a year or two, I might look at it again. I don't know. Things can change like that around here. So I can put another cows on. I've just got lots of cows, we're feeding loads, and I'll go, right, we need a bigger one. Yeah. Or I might even look at swapping the Keenan to the bigger one. We might be able to fit it. We didn't demo it. My dad is so much like, this is what works. And I was like, why didn't we try stuff? But obviously with my social media stuff, we've got to be a bit careful on doing too much because you don't want to be that guy.
Because he's a big Keenan man as well.
He is a big Keenan man. He loves the Keenans.
And you have a few token Highlands then as well?
Oh yes, we do. So we'll go see them. We fed him before, didn't we? Yeah. Really lucky we've got this on our doorstep, to be honest, the shed-wise. So yeah, silo clamp and 2 sheds next to each other. It just works. We've got obviously the big Highlands in there. Oh. Ta-da! We got the little ones. We've just weaned them. Actually, I think we weaned them about a month ago now. So we've got twins, a bull, and then that is a crossbred on the Angus as well. We crossbred on the Angus, all of them this year. And then the other 5 are in here. We might just have to bob over. So the 5 are in here. So these are all in calf to the Angus this year. We couldn't get anything in because the first time in 45 years this year, we got TB. Yeah. So we didn't want to bring anything in, so we just put the Angus on them. And they calve pretty well. Yeah. Highlands are great. They're just chilling. I wouldn't mind putting a brush in here just so they can itch themselves, but it will.
Tidy up the hair.
Yeah, tidy up the hair a bit, you know. It will. Spring will come. Spring will come one day. Should we look at the heifers? Yeah, we might as well go have a look, see what's going on. Yeah, so these are the young stock we have. So each shed has brushes in. These actually have 2 in, just to try and keep them cleaner. We're bedding up on straw at the moment. It's just a bit, it's hard work. The weather's just been horrendous. So we're just bedding up, and straw price is going up. That's the only thing that is going up, straw price for a dairy farm, which is a bit annoying. You'll see we do have the odd Angus in here. So I was lying a little bit, just because they're in that mix, and we won't want to put a small one with them big ones, and then they get bullied out, they go backwards. So there's loads of room in here, and then we only need a certain amount of dairy heifers, so we might as well just chuck the Angus in here anyway.
What is your replacement rate in the herd?
Not that high. It needs to be higher. So we were milking 120 were in the herd 4 years ago, and then we've accidentally expanded to 175.
Accidentally.
It's just the breed. So like I'm a bit of a softie, so and just think, I'll give that cow another shot and she'll get in calf, and like she'll have a calving index of 460, 500 or something. I probably should have got rid of that. But then when they're milking, I did that with one cow. She had a calving index of 650 days. She was all right. And now she's back in calf. She's calved. She's giving like 56 litres a day. So yeah, obviously since last time you came, we've just put a new parlour on. That is so good. So good. Milk yields probably increased from per cow per year of what they're saying average on the computers from 800, 900 litres a cow. Just by changing the parlour by speed of getting in, and our cake rate has dropped as well.
Oh, very good.
Honestly, it's just from cows not standing around. Getting milk, getting back into the shed, unreal. I can't wait until we get to a full year of grazing at summer, like spring grass. Like I'm hoping we can hit like 30 litres a cow. And for us, that's amazing. Obviously, you can see we're crossbred.
Yeah.
I think that is a short-horn beef, but we do have the Ayrshire cross, and then we have Holstein cross in here, and then that's a Holstein cross, that's an Ayrshire cross. It's actually the wrong way around because that the mum must have been an Ayrshire, so we'll put a Holstein on it, so we'll get that medium size. We don't want to go too small, and we don't want to go too extreme. We like that middling size. What's nice is a kind of short cow, big frame, full of milk, and like, you know, about here.
Yeah.
You know, when you get to this big and the full of milk, for us it doesn't just suit because we like to graze.
Yeah, exactly.
And with our grass tech mapping,
yes,
I am going to do that this year. So we've ordered, this is a YouTube exclusive, so we've ordered pipe and we have water troughs. The pipe's not turned up, the water troughs have, so we can start actually chucking them in.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
I'm sure Dad's there.
Yeah, well, Dad's in the house, so he can't stop me now.
No.
But yeah, and then we do have token jerseys around, just because we do what we do. We just find it fun just chucking a couple of different cows in. But the main is Frisian Holstein Ayrshire. Yeah, that's a nice cow.
Yeah, she is. Sure adds a bit of colour to it anyway.
Oh yeah, you get colourblind, don't you? So I think that'll be 14 months now. So that'll be taken out and we'll take that home. That actually is quite big. So some of them we just kept back a little bit. We weren't feeding them. My dad thought they could do well, and hey, he was wrong. So now we feed them. These I actually feed the grass from home. They're on silage, Selco, bit of meal, and a bit of beet pulp that I've got left over, just for a bit more protein to actually get them growing.
Yeah.
So I learned this. So your beef stock want energy, and your young stock want protein. So we're feeding these more protein diet to get a bit of a frame. And then that's why the Angus isn't a bad thing to be in here. So they're growing a bit bigger, then they go into there where it's full of energy, protein drops, fatten out, and yeah, it's gone really well.
I suppose it's the future of your herd. You have to.
Yeah, you have to look after them, you know. And like, so my cows will normally be a bit more conditioned than not. And some, you know, the vet will say, oh, they shouldn't be this, shouldn't be that. And I was like, I would rather they hold a bit more, a bit like myself. So when I go sick and I go poorly, I've got that bit of backup. Yeah. You know what I mean? And these as well, because, you know, in a perfect world, no animal gets sick, but we don't live in a perfect world, and something will go wrong. So it's just they've got that bit behind them, and then fingers crossed and they look better a bit conditioned, don't they?
No, they look super.
They're good animals, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're class.
No, that's super. So we might take a quick look at your parlour and see what you've done.
Yeah, 100%.